All right, I'm back. Hope everyone had a good Christmas there, whatever you celebrate. And yeah, haven't made a video in like 6 days or something, and well, not super busy, just haven't really been up to it. And obviously the holidays, but we're back playing Lurrus. Um, this seems really cool. I don't think I've ever played against a Lurrus deck. I tried to make him my companion and not my commander, but the commander has to be two or less, which means you don't have a lot of options. And at that point, you might as well just run him as the commander instead, because you can keep recurring him if he dies, where otherwise you couldn't. And the commanders that you do get, you don't really care to recast the commander from the graveyard with this Lurrus package. You'd rather just recast the commander that cost 1 or 2 mana, right? Like that black white guy who everyone does for the enchantments. You stack him on him and he gets bigger and bigger, like a core spirit dancer. The ink guy, Inky Boy. I think he's 2 mana, so you could use him. But again, when he dies, he costs 4 mana, and then Lurrus still costs 6 mana to kind of get into play, right? So you don't really want to put him in the graveyard to exploit that. The enchantment part would be cool, but he's just the commander this time. We're using all the protection spells. Same with all the creature protection things like Selfless Savior, Dauntless Bodyguard, and Sentinel, or outside of body, whatever, you know what I mean. I saw Sentinel, I said it out loud. Running some cool things like Slayer's Bounty. You can sacrifice it and do it again. I think that's really cool. Same with that other enchantment. Where is it? Curse of Silence. I like the idea of excuse me. I like the idea of continuing to do this over and over. I think that's cool. I am doing the Cauldron Familiar Witch's Oven thing. You know, we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get both into play. But you do have... Where is it? I believe it's 2 mana. Yes. No. Yes? Might just be 1 mana. It's one of the spellbook things. One of those weird alchemy cards people are having a hard time with. This thing. Because this can get a copy of one of the two pieces as well, which is pretty cool. And if it dies and I can recast it because of Lurrus, I can get even closer to the Witch's Oven. I can even have times where I might get two going at the same time. The only card I think I crafted for this deck was Erebos, because his ability is extremely strong. It's kind of like another Midnight Reaper, which is cool. Now, if he's your commander, Lurrus, you can obviously run permanents that cost more than 2, which we have a few, but not too many. I did have the 3 mana 2/2. Whenever something with like power 1 or less enters the battlefield, pay 1, draw card. It's a human from Innistrad, so I felt like I could just keep cycling and stuff, but it's kind of mana hungry, and I can't recur that card because it costs 3 mana, so I kind of took that one up. But that's certainly one that I wouldn't fault someone for trying. Same with Hostile Hostel, because I like the ability to recur my creatures at my own leisure and not just have them die from the opponent. Kaya's Ghost Form is also one of the very strong protection spells for Lurrus. And it's not the end of the world if he dies, because you can always just recast him. Anything else fancy in here? You can't learn in Brawl, but you can still do the draw discard thing, so I think that's reasonable. Got the tutors, lands, and yeah, alright. Nothing else to talk about, really. At least not yet. I haven't played the deck too much. I think I only played it one game, and the deck was way different when I did it. So we'll see how we do. Like and subscribe if you like the stuff. And yeah, let's play some festive holiday generous magic with our boy Lurrus, who is not actually Christmas related at all. Let me move my camera. Far from it. Alright, Niv-Mizzet. We are lacking in the removal department for certain, but we'll see how it goes. Burglar Rat is a pretty good thing to have over and over against Niv-Mizzet. Kind of. I'm sure there's some flashback stuff going on, but it's not bad. Double untapped just means Alcayed on 1, and that doesn't seem like it's doing anything I feel like I need it to, so. Alright, no Mana Rock. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll play Hive. Ratty Boy. Make them discard. We can kill our own creatures, too, if we feel like that's what we need to do. I don't think it is, but you never know. Interesting. Oh, that exiles it. Okay, I was about to say, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that exiles. Alright, what did they discard? I wasn't looking. A counterspell, Faithless Looting thing. Sure. Okay, so we're going to cast this. Maybe they think we don't have lands in hand and they want to counter this, when otherwise it's not really that strong. Cool. Let me get this in play. I feel like I baited a counterspell by not playing a land there. Although it was a soft counter, so it's not like super, super good. That's unfortunate. That means I can't cast Lurrus at the same time I have that up. But, suppose it somewhat makes sense to... Let's see. They have something that they can cast. So I guess I will respect Censor. Alright. Lurrus doesn't necessarily have to survive. Okay. That's fine. I actually was not expecting that. No land. Pretty cool. Let us cast this. See what happens. Nothing. Cool. Alright. I'd rather not see a card draw spell right now. Okay. Because if they did... The reason I don't want to see it is because I think they should have cast it to find lands. Okay. So we can cast Lurrus again, but we don't have mana. I think we're just going to take our time. If our opponent's not doing anything, I think we can kind of do the same thing. This should be black. We have 3 white. We have plenty of black, though. No, we'll still do black. So we can cast this for 1. I can get... Nah, I don't like that. We're just going to do this. Oh, they're going to kill it. They're going to Fire Prophecy my token. Okay, dude. Alright, alright. Sure. No land still. Alright. We're going to attempt to do this for... Let's play land first. For return... I've never actually cast this card. Return it... Okay. So we can do it for 2 and get 2 creatures. That seems fine. Any number of target creatures each have a different mana value, X or less, which is 2. Okay. Yep. This isn't super important because, again, Lurrus is just kind of better than this. So anything to bait counterspells makes us happy. I'm not really gonna... I'm not interested in leaving up Alcayed. I think I'll just do this here. See what happens. Could have just put it here, honestly, to keep them taxed. But I feel like they'd kill this regardless of what I attach it to, because this seems a little bit stronger in this spot. Oh, it looks like Prismari Command? Yeah, this is a Prismari Command. It has to be. No. Alright. We knew we drew that for the turn here. So whatever they got going on is not new. This would be nice to resolve. When non-flyers die, they come back with flying, basically. So they have to like die twice unless it already flies. Okay, we're not super dead if this gets countered. Okay. I can't get protection on the stack, right? Yeah, just making sure. Making sure. Yeah, we'll just swing for 3 here. If they ever go land Niv-Mizzet, we can just kill it. I don't feel like it doing anything else. Lurrus now costs 7 mana, which is hilarious. Wow, they just do it. Okay. Well, we're going to kill that. I think. It would be a good turn to put this into play, right? No, because I can't. I don't have a minute to leave it up afterwards. They draw a card off of this, too, which is really annoying. But I'm not going to do anything about it, so do your worst here. Yeah. I don't feel like ghost forming anything. This might be bad. Yeah, it's not like you do anything at your own turn here. I don't think our opponent has ever done anything on their own turn, so I don't think there's much to think about. Okay, could be worse. Okay. Could be worse. Probably not. Alright, well we got Lurrus in play, and it looks like we'll give him Hexproof. Yeah, we're gonna definitely give him Hexproof. But now we're dealing with... Actually, let's get a land out of here. Yeah, let's get a land. Dealing with Hexproof might be a problem. I mean, Niv-Mizzet, rather. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, we can run this out as well. I could put this on Lurrus, but... I mean, is that just better? It might just be better. Yeah, let's just do that. This isn't doing anything in play at all, so... Alright, let's see how fast we lose. I don't think we can deal with Niv-Mizzet anymore. I think that was my last answer. Oh no, there's like a bounty. I have the legendary Hate Bear. But it does not have haste. Okay, well as long as they're not doing anything, I guess this is good. I'm certainly going to lead with Tithe Taker. Yeah, no, I'm going to lead with Esper Sentinel. Because if they counter it, I can just recast it from the graveyard. Certainly the strongest card in my repertoire here. I don't think it makes sense to pay 4 here. Oh, maybe it does. Because 1 of your 4. What am I doing with my mana? No, we're just going to let that happen. Actually. We're going to just let that happen. Just cast it out of the graveyard. Okay. Cruel Celebrant. Okay, well, guess it's getting exiled. I think they should have pinged, No, it is the exile effect. That's what they want us to do, right? That makes sense. Alright, well, there goes that plan. Yep, I only got this left here. Can't really attack. Oh, God. Okay. Sure. That was another exile effect? Jeez. Okay. Okay. I guess we pass? Opponent has exiled 3 of my creatures so far. That's kind of crazy. I'm surprised they just killed this, actually, because I do get a 5/5. That was actually kind of surprising. Huh. Unless they want to continuously counter it, which I don't think they do. I feel like that was strange. They're going to memory lapse it. Okay, fine. Now, I can swing with Lurrus, but I don't really see a reason to. It does come right back because of the Kaya's thing and stuff, but I think we can do better than that. So we're going to run out this. What's nice about this new form of kicker is I don't have to invest the mana until it resolves. So I can pay 3 to get it back once. Seeing how that resolved instantly, I'd rather just get this in play now. And then pass. Well, they pinged the Broodmoth for a reason. They wouldn't have just done that. Okay, they just did it. I don't know why. I'll say it protects my Broodmoth, which is pretty strong here. So we're going to lead with that and play this. I don't care to... There's a chance I draw a land. They topped a card, though. Let's see, if I pay 3 mana to draw right now... No, there's not much of a downside. Yeah, okay. Because if I did draw a land, it would be nice to just play it immediately. Alright. I mean, we're not dead. Opponent has a stop on their own upkeep here. They already knew what they scryed on top, so this is weird. Okay, maybe they forgot? I don't know. That's fine. Put it here, protection from probably blue. Which seems kind of weird, but bounce spells are stronger in this spot than burn spells. Thrill of Possibility. Okay. Well, I think they got it. Don't think I can stop this from happening. Yep, they got it. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I don't know. We're just sort of dirtling at this point. I don't see us getting out of this at all. Erebos. Well, that's a way to kill Niv-Mizzet, but it's very slow. I think we're going to lead with Tithe Taker. No, we're going to lead with this because every turn every time we don't get a land, we certainly want to just try to keep doing that. So. And now the Erebos seems to... could have Tail's End in hand. No, they don't. Alright. So this isn't bad. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I guess this has Death Touch, and obviously if this dies I'm not upset, so I think I'll just swing with these two. How many creatures do I have to sacrifice? 5 to kill this Niv-Mizzet? Really? They're going to trade? Wow. Okay. Sure. We will... Yes. Will we do it again? Yeah, fine. Okay, that puts a plains in my hand. I think we'll just play this, though. They both sort of draw a card, except this puts a creature in play, I guess. So we'll just do that. Puts a creature in play, it gets a land out of my deck. I don't know. I don't know. And we'll pass. Again, I don't feel like we're gonna win this. The only reason we haven't like completely lost is because they haven't drawn an insane like draw 10 or draw 5 card spell or whatever. But all their spells just like draw cards, so it's really difficult to get out of this. Okay, we're gonna just give, I don't know, yeah, we can give you, no, yes? Yes. We'll just give this protection from red randomly. Because of Storm's Wrath or something that can maybe kill it, even though it's got hexproof, I guess. A call is strange. It's like 2 Lurrus abilities in 1 turn cycle. It's not like horrible, but it certainly do better than that. Alright, let's attempt yet again to put this 5-5 in play. Alright, we got it. We got the 5-5 here. Now we're going to pick up, I guess, these 2. The zombie's not great. We're just going to do these 2, yeah. Yep. That is fine. So we're trying to amass enough creatures in play to kill Niv-Mizzet. I don't want to pay life. I don't want to be hit by Niv-Mizzet twice and die. Oh, well, okay. Alright. Cast this. And they have a manland, but it's only a 3/2, right? Oh, that's a cycle land. I'm stupid. They do not have the manland. Okay. That looks so much like Den of the Bugbear to me. I guess I can swing with this too, right? Yeah. I could swing with my own manland at this point as well, but I don't see a reason to. I think what we'd like to do is, I don't know, crack the clue maybe? Oh, okay, well that certainly does it. We don't lose Lurrus, but that's obviously still pretty strong. Are we dead? No, not quite, because I still have a 5/5. I wonder if it's even right to kill, or hit Lurrus. Like, do you even block that? Move to my command zone? Decline? Pay 2 life? Well, we're at 15 now. No. And then we just re-ghost form? Or do I do something else? Could just put this into play. Is that enough devotion for Erebos? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite. Alright, we're gonna just play Thraben Inspector and move my equipment. That's what we're gonna do. And I will pass. So we do have a 5/5 demon. Not likely to stick around in my opinion. Okay, I guess this is a good game somehow. Curiosity, wow, so exciting. Alright, yep, like I said. Kind of just lost that game 20 turns ago, and I was just sort of wasting my time. Because with Niv-Mizzet sitting there, there's nothing I can do. We did kind of get close to drawing enough creatures and putting them into play to kill Niv-Mizzet with 5 sacrifices and 10 mana. It's not impossible, but it's obviously quite the uphill battle. But I guess we were playing to that, and we didn't get there, so... We were both sort of drawing a bunch of cards, except our opponent has a 5/5 that also kills our stuff at the same time, and we don't have any of that. Okay, mono red is weird, especially it's not Magda. I feel pretty confident with a lot of hands against mono red and mono white. Are we playing a 2-mana card right now? And if so, which one? I suppose I would just... Yeah, I like this in play. Why not? Alright, so this is Den of the Bugbear. It does look a lot like the Cycle Land, though. It really does. Okay, I'm going to play Blood Artist. Actually, you know what? We should lead with Duress. Light up the stage and burn down the house. Okay, certainly light up the stage. And then we're going to play Land, Swing. I want Bodyguard on Lurrus. They do not have a... This is a... I love this card, Shuffle Lightning Bolts in. I don't even know if that's a good thing to do in Historic Brawl, because top decking Lightning Bolts is not very strong. I don't know. I don't think I would do it here. I don't think I'd do it. Alright, well, we're certainly not activating this, so we're going to swing. I will block this, though. But yeah, if they're top decking Lightning Bolts, they're kind of just falling behind, because you can't really 1-for-1 a Lurrus deck. In fact, I almost want... Oh, it's just on attack, it's not on hit. I almost want to just... Do I block this? No, I don't know, do I? What's the worst that could happen? I lose Lurrus? You know what? No, let's not be reckless. Deals combat damage, exile non-land from my library at random. During any turn you attacked, you may cast it. Okay. Combat damage, gotcha. Sure. Okay. Ooh, that's decent, but I really want this in play right now. I wish Bounty Agent killed Planeswalkers. Maybe that would be way too strong, though. It does kind of kill this, though. That's, I mean, it's obviously pretty good here, right? So, yeah, alright. And I think I'm going to run out this, which looks a little weird. But second layer of defense seems really good right now. And we will pass. They're putting more lightning bolts in. So they have 12 lightning bolts in their deck. Alright, we're going to block like this and like this. I'm going to sacrifice this to give it indestructible. We take 2, but we gain 3. Oh, no, we don't take any because we double blocked. I'm old, excuse me. That red werewolf is weird. Yeah, I agree. It is certainly weird. My monitor's broken on the left, or it won't turn on, and I don't know why. So currently I have to read chat from way over there. I also did not read what just happened. Obviously, I should have sacrificed my creatures in response to that. I was not paying attention. I thought they did the bottom one. I legit thought they made devils. They wiped their own creature away, which is not unreasonable, honestly. Bodyguard's a little better than Savior, just because it represents more damage. And I'll run this out because we're not upset if it dies. And we're gaining life because Lurrus, for some reason, also has lifelink. Feeling pretty good about this so far. Here comes... No. I would have went for Ox there, actually. I would have not played Chandra. Chandra does not seem like it does anything right now at all. Oh, I guess they could do both. Because they can copy the mana ability. Oh yeah, okay, they can do both. That's pretty cool. I like that. I imagine they will, you know. Yep. They discard a static discharge and probably drew 3 lightning bolts. Alright, so we're gonna pressure Chandra. Opponent snap blocks that. That is A-okay with us. I guess I should have played Blood Artist first, huh? Am I even gonna play Blood Artist? I think I just want more power in play that is difficult to deal with. Yeah, so I guess it just makes sense to do that. I can even discard it to just cast it out of the graveyard, right? So. Okay. Opponent's running Field of Ruin. "12 bolts is enough to just kill me." Well, technically. I am not afraid of them casting Lightning Bolt at my face when I have a 3-2 lifelink in play that doesn't seem to get you anywhere. Nowhere fast, at least. Oh, they're offering a trade with the Faithful Disciple. Interesting. Alright. Do we get something spicy? There's only a couple good things in here. This is one of them. So is this. These are decent. I think this is a little... No, this is better. There's really not a bunch of enchantments in my deck, but this is good. They have 8 cards in their graveyard. This is exile 8 other cards, so they need to put one more in there. Okay. So, pretty safe to bet they did, in fact, draw a Lightning Bolt. I'm going to lead with Blood Artist. Yep. That way if things die, I mean, they don't want this resolved before they go to kill something, because then I'm gaining life, which you don't want me to do when you're mono red. Okay, so now I feel very confident about everything. We're going to run out this. And I will play the Cleric class. Damage can't be prevented, but this is indestructible, so the damage doesn't really matter. And then we'll play this, so we gain 1 extra life, I guess. We will swing here, doubly, kill it. Now, do I cast this, or do I leave it for Hollow Blade? I don't really want this in play, right? I want to cast it out of the graveyard, so I guess it kind of makes sense to actually not cast it. It is a 1/1 lifelink, but no, we're just going to attempt to... I feel like it's better to not have to invest a Lurrus turn to recast this at some point. Auto tap the field. Ooh, Primal Amulet. Alright, this is more of a big red deck than it is like a straight up aggro deck, which I really like. I respect this. I've never seen Chandra as a commander. I think I've seen the 6-mana one a couple times, but they died before it got into play because they're mono red. But that was pretty cool to see. Alright, we drew one of the best cards in our deck. Don't feel like we're going to do it right now, though. We are going to win the game. Yeah, this is... Our opponent's falling behind every turn, and they're not 2 for 1-ing me. And remember, they shuffled 12 Lightning Bolts in their deck. They can have 2 at the same time to kill Lurrus through one of these like Dauntless Bodyguard Selfless Saviors, unless I had both. But that's not 6 damage going to my face, and it's not like I can't just recast Lurrus. So they'd have to invest a lot of these Lightning Bolts to deal with Lurrus, and that's not really getting anywhere, because the card you drew for a turn was just an answer to a commander that is just drowning you in value. That's a cool card, though. I really don't think Historic Brawl is the format where you want to shuffle in 12 Lightning Bolts into your deck. Alright, this looks familiar. We're against another black-white deck. They said, no good at Magic. That's my opponent's name. No good at MTG. That's funny. Alright. I'm going to keep this just because of these 2 cards, I think. Hey, I had this in my deck for a second. but we don't anymore. We're going to lead with Throbby Boy. Kind of bounce off this Scorpion for a while. Start firing up the tokens. Yeah, Big Red is one of my favorite archetypes. It's just hard to pull it off. Oh, the portable hold me? Oh, toxic. Toxic. I thought we were boys. Alright. Tithy Boy. They have a 1-mana spell here, so probably like a... I don't know. They couldn't cast it once it resolved, so Fatal Push maybe. Dark Ritual. Ranger Captain. Ooh. I don't have this. I should probably... Okay. I should probably have that. I like that. I can't get it back, but it tutors for a card. It's like an Imperial Recruiter with a weird silence on it for some reason. I like that. Same with the other Ranger, Capinavios or whatever. I think that is in this game. Maybe I should be running that. If it is, I don't know. I'd have to check. Shambling Ghast. I don't really like this card. We're not running that one. It is like a treasure, kind of. Do I trade? I think I do trade, because now putting something in the graveyard for Lurrus at some point seems nice. And I'm not really taxing a black-white creature deck. This seems fine. Just get the Scorpion off the board. When this is in play, it happens twice, right? So we'd rather just not have that happen twice. Alright, we got the Curse, which is huge. So we can perpetually tax our opponent's commander. And then, like, draw cards every time they cast it, right? We'll see. Without a lot of removal, it's hard to deal with the commander after it already resolved, right? So, but we'll see. Make sure this is the right one. Yep. I am not interested in Dauntless bodyguarding a token. I'm stupid. I had a clue token. I don't know how to play Magic sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I should have played an untapped source, and I should have cracked the token. Absolutely. 6 Ways to Sunday. I should have done that. Okay. Cruel Celebrant, sure. Alright. We do have Lurrus with protection, though. So not all is lost. How does my opponent have priority right now? Oh, sacrificing Ranger Captain. Gotcha. They can silence me for a turn, but it's only non-creatures, yeah. Unfortunately for them, I don't really have any non-creatures. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they just never sacrificed this. Rankle? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's pretty good here. I think I'm going to block it. Because our opponent might not have a land, and this feels pretty solid, right? Oh, they have a land? No, yes, no, don't have a land, please. Hey! A little early in the concession, in my opinion. They probably did not have a land, excuse me, and it felt like maybe they thought they were just so far away from their commander because of this stupid enchantment. And I can actually recast it, but once this resolves, you know, unless I deal with Tessa, I'm actually not doing this twice. The Lurrus Tithe Taker, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they were in a totally decent spot, like totally reasonable. I'm getting back Tithe Taker next turn, and Grim Tutoring for I don't even know what. I don't even know what I would get right now. Let's see, we have 5 mana, we pay 3, we got 2 left, which would probably go to just casting Tithe Taker. But yeah, well, no, maybe I would lead with this just to see what we get. Maybe we do find something better. I don't know, Birth of Meletis even, to just start getting lands out of my deck? Erebos? I don't know what I would get, honestly. It feels like an early concession. Maybe they just didn't want to play the matchup. It would have been cool to see what was going on. I mean, I felt like I learned a lot from just the few cards I saw. I'm not running Portable Hole. If it went to the graveyard on its own, maybe, in some kind of way, but like Portable Holing Scythus, and then it just sits there, it's like, oh, Lurrus can cast it back. Yeah, but it's not in the graveyard. You can't actually just, you know, you have to get it to your own graveyard before you can do such a thing. Kaikar. This is the Jeskai spirit thing. I played against it once, and I don't remember how it panned out for me. I like this hand. It's cool to play Legion's Landing as well. I can't remember the last time I did that. Alright, well, I'm certainly going to just reveal a land. I do not like these hand lands. I don't like giving my opponent information, but it's turn 1, so... Actually, I don't even like these for turn 1, because it like demands you have another kind of land, and it's not super consistent. Alright, so I like to play Tithe Taker, but I'd also like to disrupt my opponent, especially when it looks like they have something to cast. Omen, okay. If they scry 1 at the top, I think I'll discard. 2 to the bottom, I won't, but if they put 1 on top, I'll certainly try to... 2 to the top. Alright, so there's a chance they didn't top the one that they want right now. We're just going to run this out then. I feel like I can wait a turn. Especially how I don't necessarily have anything to do next turn. Because I'm not really going to go straight for Lurrus. Did our opponent do the shuffle? I think they did. Yep, they put 4 lightning... I mean, why wouldn't you? You're running this for a reason. Alright, so they have 4 lightning bolts in there, or 5, I guess. Key would be a good card to get rid of, because that could upset me greatly. Under the battlefield, you draw a card. Ooh, I would like that, actually. I like that. Gideon is a weird one. I'm not super scared of it. Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't really have any targets except Lurrus, and I think I can live with that. I think I got to deal with this key, because they can just draft the I win the game cards, and then I'm sad. Let's not let them do that. Okay. I don't get it. I don't like this. I don't like it. I feel like you don't want to draw a lightning bolt right now. I don't know. Alright, so a second white source untapped can deal with Lurrus. So maybe I don't cast Bodyguard. Because of that. We just pass. Yeah, alright. It whiffs out the one thing that's a problem from this. Because the other two things, eh. Okay. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get a spirit. Sure. Here comes another attack with this. Are they going to do it again? Oh my god, they are. Okay, so they have like 20 lightning bolts in there. I am not going to block. I'm going to play Bodyguard on Lurrus. And then we're going to swing all out to flip this Legion's Landing, I believe. I won't really miss anything. In fact, it probably makes sense to just block the token. Or nothing. That's, you can also do nothing. I don't know what that's about. Okay, this costs 3 mana. 3 mana and a white, though, so I can't cast this and make a token anyways, so I might as well play the tap land. We have this up now, though, so... Alright, so it specifically has to be an untapped white source. They have not drawn a land in 2 turns? I think 2 turns. They've not scryed with the Omen to find lands. We've seen double white. They can't cast. More lightning bolts? Yep. Can you even say... Oh, you can't say no. Alright, you have to do it. Okay, alright. Makes a little bit more sense. I shouldn't be as surprised to see it every time they attack. They have 16... No, it's 4, right? So 4 is 8. I think they have 16 or 20 lightning bolts in there. Which is absolutely redonkulous. Okay. We're gonna swing with this, this, and this. Leave back Tithe Taker to block the Disciple. It would give me something for Lurrus to recur. So this cost 5 mana, so I pay 5 to do that. So if I want to leave up this at the same time, I'd like to play land first. Untapped. And this doesn't have any targets, so I'm in no rush to play that. Hopefully our opponent doesn't realize we have Cave there. Okay, so this shuffles your scries, right? Yep. Top. Alright, so probably land or card draw land. Cantrip or something land. Or just double land. Okay, one of their lightning bolts. That's adorable. Alright, well, we know what we're going to do. We only have one red source, too, which is kind of funny. The spirits will get a little annoying, but we can certainly beat if the only card our opponent draws is lightning bolt. We can beat that. Oh, well, actually, with this in play, it gets a little bit tougher, doesn't it? Because all their lightning bolts essentially cycle. Alright, so hopefully they did not realize we have Cave there. Oh, they do. Rip. Alright, they're willing to trade. No, this isn't a trade, though. This is a I get to kill your thing. No, wait, yes. Why is it? Hold on. Okay, yes. For some reason I got confused. It highlighted this as I tried to activate it, as though it needed to tap itself. You're gonna stifle my manland? What? Don't think, okay. That's not how I would use stifle. It is not how I would use that. I believe they topped and did not top a land, which is quite surprising. Wow, okay. They did not top a land. Okay, this protects Lurrus even further, if that's what we want to do. I think it is. Let's see here. I'm going to lead with Tithe Taker. I think? Yeah. Tithe Taker. They can sacrifice spirits to add red. And then I'll cast Kaya's Ghost form. And I will not have mana to activate the manland. Our opponent is befuddled. I also don't have any good attacks right now either, which is really unfortunate. Okay, maybe our opponent doesn't realize they have priority because the only thing they can do is sacrifice spirits, and I don't see a reason for them to do it. So they probably just went AFK. But no, again, it shows you, if you alt-tab off the game, it'll blink yellow when you gain priority, so if anything, they might just be AFK. Or concede it. But I don't feel like this is a spot where, well, I don't know. This feels pretty even right now, in my opinion. If not favoring them, especially if they start drawing lands. But the scry was weird. They scryed 2 on top and neither was a land. So, like, if you're not after lands and you... And another thing, they have 104 cards in their library. Another problem with this is if you do it super early, you could very well just not draw lands like this. Maybe they do have 2 lightning bolts in hand, but now they don't have any lands. I don't know. I don't know. This is weird. It's cool to see it, though. I like it. I don't have a problem with the card. It's pretty neat. Okay, so we can swing. Now, they've lost priority for the whole turn. And unfortunately for them, I will exploit it violently by swinging with these. Because they can't block. Because they just forfeit priority. If I knew they were going to do that, I probably could have just killed them, right? But I can't play like that. There's no way to know. They could always just come back. But I'll take the damage. That 2-3 synergizing with Kaikar seems better engine than Lurrus right now. Yeah, if they have castable cards. Which, so far with a single red source is just lightning bolts. So they can do it like once. But yeah, their first lightning bolt essentially cycles. Or their first spirit cycles. which is cool. I like that. But again, I really don't know why they scryed 2 cards on top and now they were a land. I don't get that. I think the top land was, the top card was this lightning bolt too, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't think they're here. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. I would have liked to continue that game. Alright, well, I mean, we'll take it. I'm liking this Lurrus deck. I would like to find more room for removal. But I guess for now, I'm not sweating it. Oh, we got a pack. Let's do it. It doesn't seem super bad that we don't have really any removal. Not yet. I like to even them out. I don't know why. I certainly will never use any of these card sleeves, though, let me tell you. What's in the store? Oh, I didn't check the dailies. What is that? Is that Lorehold? Ooh. That looks really cool. I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen the college sigils. Huh. Oh, maybe the blue-green one I have. The fractal. I think I saw that one. Oh, that's cool. The games are also a bit slower than I'd expect with the Lurrus deck. It's kind of crazy. I guess it does get a little bit grindy. Alright, we yet again have another protection creature, so it's hard to mulligan those. Soul Guide Lantern, I don't know. It does sacrifice, like, she's kind of like that, but... Okay. I mean, it might as well have it, right? It's just annoying when they don't have a graveyard and you're cycling this over and over. Alright, we're going to play this as a land. Because if I have to replay it, I have to sacrifice my own... I mean, exile my own stuff, which is annoying. We are going to probably play this tapped. Ah, they got the pixel art. Look at that. I love it. Alright, that's fine. Maybe we don't have to run out Lantern until they put something in the graveyard, so... This for black. Can't swing. Do I kill the bird? The goosey? I think I actually... No, maybe not. No. Mastermind's Acquisition. Wow. Okay. Sacrifice another creature. Creature's power. Okay. So if it's a combo deck, we're screwed. Do I play Lurrus? And if so... They just tutored for something with a 4-mana tutor, and they're going to have 4 mana again next turn. Alright, I don't see Lurrus dying. I don't see Lurrus dying. We're going to swing with this, obviously. Opponent rightfully does not block. Let's see what they can do here. Alright, we're swinging first. There's no good attack, though. What? Okay. That's weird. That is extremely weird to me. Sure. Alright, let's lead with Witch's Oven. I can sacrifice the vessel now, so we're going to swing with it to gain 1 life. I think that's better than making a food, honestly, because the food doesn't really do all that much. I'll just gain 1 life. Get our demon. Yep. And probably play Lantern on their tutor for no reason. Yeah, why not? It's not really doing anything else. I can continuously cycle the Lantern. As long as there's nothing like... As long as I'm not forced to target my own creatures in my graveyard. Because you do have to exile something every time. Alright, so they're making a food. And they're cracking the... Okay. I was about to say, that doesn't make sense. Sure. As long as I don't have to instant speed kill anything, I guess I never will. We will attempt to kill their commander. See what happens. They tutored for a card, and I am very confused. Okay, so whatever it is they're trying to do involves them untapping with their commander? Is that what's going on? I don't know, let's cycle this. Okay. Exile that thing out of their graveyard. Doesn't really matter. Land this. Alright, so we have 2 protection effects and a Swords to Plowshares. And I will sauce them for 5. Yes. Not much in the way of a crackback. We can sacrifice the demon for 2 foods, too, if we get extra hungry. Good game. Am I dead? What is happening? Do I need an adult? What is this? Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. You gain... Oh, God. Please work. Oh. Okay. Alright. Little early good game there, huh? Bet you're feeling silly. I am dead, though, if I don't actually draw an answer to that next time. That is not an answer, so we are actually dead if this lantern does not find something right now, and I don't even know what it could find. Well... Oh, 3 or greater. It actually doesn't kill either of their creatures, dude. Ugh. Alright, so we swing like this. I can't make them discard their commander. They recast it. They can immediately use it, right? Yep. I can't do anything else. I can't crack a food. Lame. That sucks. Well, that's certainly what they tutored for, let me tell you. That's certainly what they tutored for. Dang it. I haven't seen that before. But yeah, what they do is they gain life, and I lose life. Therefore, when I lose life, they gain life. They gain life, so I lose life. Therefore, they gain life. And they just go back and forth with that enchantment in their commander. Any amount of life gain makes me just die. That's unfortunate. I think there's a way to do that in my deck as well. Anything that just gains life. Like, whenever you gain life, they lose life. Whenever you lose life, they gain life. There's a few ways to just pull that off pretty easily. I could run that. Definitely better than Approach the Second Sun, let me tell you. Alright, we milled 2 manlands. Oh, that's hilarious. 2 manlands and that thing. Okay, so we're against Niv-Mizzet. Bounty Agent is good to have in play for Niv-Mizzet, but we have to do that somehow. I think I'm just going to get it out now under counterspells and almost deem it more important than Lurrus. But we'll see what happens here. Alright, so I'm not casting Lurrus. I wouldn't play around Wash Away regardless, though, but I'm not going to cast Lurrus. We're going to cast... Meyer? Yeah. If I can leave up this Sheltering Light, I'm happy. Alright, we didn't mill anything exciting. That's unfortunate. They have a castable spell here in 1 mana. Yeah, oh, go. Well, they didn't cast it. Or cycle, or whatever it could be. Okay. I don't think I'm going to go for Lurrus again. I think we're just going to... I think we're going to attack. Okay. They can't cast their commander next turn. So that's pretty good. Unless they have something immediately. Ooh, do we want... Yeah, we want that. Which is certainly possible. No, we want to keep this white source in town. I'll run out of Lantern. I don't know. Certainly wouldn't miss Lantern if it got countered. Alright, so now we'll pass. No end-step burn spell, please. Cool. Alright, so they can't cast their commander because the bounty agent just kills it immediately. Unless they have Mox Amber, and then I guess I could just lose. Alright, maybe they didn't have lands. In fact, it's quite likely they didn't have land. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. Sorcery speed. Okay. Alright, I think we swing before we Agonizing Remorse? I think? Yeah. Feels right. Maybe we can nail a protection spell? I will crack the Lantern to... Oh, they have Brainstorm. Really? Wow. I guess I kind of have to take Brainstorm. Sweltering Suns, too. This might be really annoying. Maybe I need to take Lightning Bolt. I think I'm going to take Lightning Bolt. Because I don't want Bounty Agent to die at all, ever. So I kind of need to prevent them from finding efficient answers to it when they try to deal with it. Pass, yep. And I do have to protect myself from Sweltering Suns. And Brainstorm isn't very strong right now anyways. It probably just puts one card on top and they draw another two and it doesn't really do much without a shuffle effect. Yep. Alright, so we have to give this protection from red, or attempt to. It's not the end of... Well, I guess it is kind of the end of the world if it dies, but we're going to do this. I think this is a counterspell, though. Didn't see it coming is what this foretell is. So we kind of need to draw land instantly now? Oh, no, it just resolved. Okay, I didn't expect that. Does this not work the way I think it does? No, it does. Okay. I mix up protection and indestructible sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Okay, does this bounce? No. Okay. It's just on 6 loyalty, which is actually a lot. I cannot kill that, because I can't kill Planeswalkers. Alright, Jewel land, but it's not what we wanted. No protection spell for Lurrus. They have burned down the house. This is looking quite grim. I think we're going to lead with looting the land. No, maybe just Cruel Celebrant. It's not really doing anything at all in any way. Alright, found a protection spell. I guess. Cast this. Go to attacks. Poke their thing. Actually, you know what? This has so much loyalty, I'm just going to go face. I can't stop them from ever doing either of these two things ever on this. Especially just swing for 2, so I don't know, just put them to 9. We lose our board, though. But now we're at the point where we're running out of ways to stop them from just casting Niv-Mizzet, and we're just dead. So I feel like I'm just twiddling my thumbs. Oh, yeah. I just cracked my thumb really loud. Felt kind of good, though. Well, we can recast it, but then it just dies to burn down the house. This guy's basically an enchantment. He just, like, has so much loyalty. It's kind of insane, actually. Alright, yep, just cast Lurrus. And then cast Bounty Agent? Really nothing else to do. Continuously threaten this? Put the land in play, play around maybe... whatever you call it. Alright. We lose this board on their turn to the sweeper. And we're not really close to doing this again, unfortunately. If I waited for an additional land, I guess I could have protection from red and have it not die. But there's so many cards in their deck that just deal with this outright. It looks like... yeah, I think we're just dead this way as well, aren't we? Yep. Cool. I didn't even see that line, but yeah, you just -2, cast Brainstorm twice, draw 6, kill my board, I take 2, you draw 2 extra cards in that exchange. Yeah, or something like that, 2 to 3. We're dead. That's lame. I kind of wish I was playing against Niv-Mizzet before. I've never seen Niv-Mizzet. No, that's not true. I've seen Niv-Mizzet a couple times a long, long time ago. Like a month and a half ago. Maybe even longer. Kind of wish I was playing against them with just different commander decks. Definitely an uphill battle. It almost feels impossible, actually. It is quite difficult. Okay, Esper Fairies. Not necessarily fairies, but pretty fairy-esque. All right, we're gonna lead with you have lifelink. Really want Mirror Shield on Lurrus. Once that happens, it's quite difficult for them to do anything about it, unless they have board wipes for some weird reason. Whenever you cast an artifact or an enchantment. So this could get weird. I'm going to start with swinging. They have a fair amount of flash creatures. Hopefully this doesn't blow back in my face. Okay, cast Mirror Shield. I'm not sad if this gets countered, I'll tell you that much. Ebon Death could definitely come in the deck as well. I'm pretty sure this art is Ebon Death. Quite expensive though, but not impossible to pull it off. Okay, no black mana still, but doesn't stop them from casting counter spells. Okay, land, go to attack, swing. Alright, fine. We'll see what happens. Black Source is the only serious downside outside of Swords the Plowshares. Not a Black Source. And I don't expect sweepers. That would be kind of ridiculous. But I guess not impossible. I certainly do it. Creature-based decks, I'll run board wipes. But we'll see. Oh, okay. There it is. There's the sweeper. Okie dokie. Alright, so we will cast Thraby Boy or Girl, whatever. I think it's a chick on there, yeah. Witch. And I will run out this boy, right? Yeah. Just put things into play. I mean, I'm not making Decayed Zombies. The Decayed Zombies aren't even that strong, honestly. This just costs a lot of mana to pull off, and I can always do it later. Alright, there's a Black Source. Going for their commander now. Alright, so probably the last sweeper was what they did last turn. I will do this. Do this. We were a little light on white mana. I guess I'll swing with these two. Obviously, I don't care if the witch dies, because drafting a card here is what I'm about. So, alright, they don't block it. Even though this has lifelink, there's certainly a reason to block it. Unless you expect this to never die, I think it's reasonable to just block and get the life. Alright, don't Elspeth Conquers Death me. That would be... That would make me sad. Okay. So they double up on their tokens. Sure. We don't actually have a lot of things going on for Lurrus right now, so I can see them just not being afraid of it. Let's see what happens if I do this. Nothing. Cool. Alright, do this. Get a 5/5. Sure. Yep. I will crack a clue instead of cast this, I think. Yeah. Because if I don't draw a land, I'd like to just play this land. Okay. And it's my second white source anyways. Alright, so we can swing all out. Opponent can't realistically block anything. Like, not even Thraben Inspector, because it puts it in my graveyard, and that's the only target for Lurrus currently. Alright, so they did it anyways, though. Makes me think there's another sweeper. No, if there was another sweeper, they would have just blocked Lurrus. Okay. So does that double all tokens? Yep, so you can double your Smothering Tithe tokens. I should probably pay for them because I would like to not give them more black mana until it no longer matters. And we will swing with everything but Lurrus, because now they have enough stuff in play to kill Lurrus. They're still at 25 too, unfortunate. Alright, so we cast... I mean, if we don't have to draw, we shouldn't. Play land, pass. Though I might draw on their end step to crack the clue, and they'll give them 2 Smothering Tithe tokens. I'll feel way less bad about it when I don't see, when I do see a second black source. Another board wipe. Alright, my opponent's deck is quite confusing. It looks like it's going to work out for them quite substantially, though. Alright, well, I'm going to concede to the Omniscience in play at this point and just start to find things. Oh, that's so depressing. Alright. This is more of an Esper enchantment deck, I guess, than it is a fairies anything deck. Alright, so we got Witch's Oven. That's pretty cool. If we ever find Cauldron Familiar. The other 2 things don't seem too strong at all. Yeah, so let's do that. That's fine. Alright, what are we doing with our mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just recast Lurrus, play land, that. So we are using all our mana? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to respect anything. Honestly, Lurrus, it doesn't even seem like he's really doing anything right now, but alright. Oh, look, it's a counter spell. Great. Alright, play the oven. I guess we're not just dead, though. They're not really doing anything. Just kind of sitting there. I'm not really scared of their commander, because every time they go for their commander to win the game, they start making a board presence, which means I can certainly outpace their board presence, if that's their only board presence. Which means I can just... Like, when I start getting too wide, they have to reset the board, and they're kind of back to square one. Okay, I'll just pay for it this time. We're going to pick up Thraben Inspector and Tainted Adversary? No, Cursebound Witch. Yeah. So you and you. Oh, look, it's a counterspell. I guess that's fine, though. If you want something to get counterspell, it's certainly this. Because Lurrus just does this anyways. Okay, they bounce my Mirror Shield. That's adorable. Alright, we need to play land, so we'll play that, replay this, and pass, because I can't do anything. Alright. Kind of dirtled around there, got our stuff countered. Still no second black source. Seems to not particularly affect our opponent's game plan in any way. Okay, that makes 2 tokens. Or I guess 4. Alright. We'll pay for it. Turn off the commander. Play you. Yep. I don't think I'm going to loot. I think I'm just gonna keep fight as one for Lurrus later. Seems good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we can cast Lurrus. Alright, they found a second black source. Finally. So I don't feel as bad giving them Smothering Tithe tokens. The Anointed Possession might just solo me now. The Manlands making 2 tokens a turn is quite substantial. Teferi's Protection. Unfortunately, I cannot can't do anything about that, so we'll just do this. Yep. And then we pass. I mean, even if we untap with Lurrus, we're not really in a good spot in any way. We are kind of falling behind now. The second like token generator is a problem. Because now they have 2 lands that do it. The first one I could deal with. Don't really think blocking is how I win this game. I'm going to try to Mirror Shield Lurrus again. I think. Oh, look, it's another sweeper. Wow. Alright, fine. That's ridiculous. Yup. We're very far from Lurrus now. He cost 11 mana. No reason to pay for Smothering Tithe anymore, at least not in my opinion. Though I guess technically I can, because I am literally not doing anything with my mana. So I might as well. And then pass. I feel like we're just going to lose now, though. Yeah, we're just going to lose. Slowly, slowly. This is a weird deck. Opponent drew kind of a lot of sweepers. I don't know. I mean, if they already saw 3, there's probably a good chance they have, like, 10. A very weird deck. When I run creature-based decks, I'll run, like, 3 sweepers at most. Maybe just 2 for, like, the reset button, if I feel like I can come back and all that. But they had, like... I mean, maybe they did just run 3. I don't. But if you're running Languish, you're certainly running all the white ones first. So... okay. I mean, yeah. If it wasn't for the Manlands, I could just stay in the game. Token lands, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them Manlands. Okay. Because then they're not doing anything. Kind of weird. Alright, so we're going to mulligan this. I like this a little bit better. Riz is a nice thing to play against, because that means Blood Artist could potentially completely destroy their soul. Play the tap land first here. Oh, that's a good start. That's a really good start. Wow, okay. Yeah, just play Bounty Agent. Can kill Riz. Once. Kill Riz once. This is the treasure tokens, right? Yep. Oh, I guess food tokens if you're a psychopath. Alright, so we're gonna... I think I'm gonna offer the trade because Provisioner is a problem. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna just play Lurrus then. I mean, it is a green-white deck. I don't see this as dying. I'd like to kill Riz. Alright, they played a land before Riz, so they don't... No, wait, this is not what I thought it was, right? You have to tap it to do the thing. It's any tokens, right? Creature tokens. Okay, you can't multiply the Tireless Provisioner. Opponent did nothing, which is very strange to me. I don't know what's going on. Collected Company. Threatening just the manland seems a little ridiculous. I cannot... I'm not going to respect that as the only thing our opponent's going to do. We're going to double 2-drop. I guess there'll be Blood Artist in Tithe Taker. Maybe Tithe Taker messes up their turn right now. Though I kind of doubt it. I'm not going to swing. I don't think I could. They just did nothing. Opponent just didn't do anything. Okay. Sure. At that point, you should probably just cast Riz. It's not like you can't cast it again. It's 1, 3, and 5 mana. Okay, does this have another... Destroy target legendary permanent... Okay. It's funny that this actually is not a legendary artifact. I feel like it should be, right? It's only in formats where you have one-ofs. It's weird. Alright, lead with this. Certainly pay for that. Get a white source, play Faithful Disciple. I'm surprised the name Faithful Disciple was not taken in Magic yet. I feel like it would have by now. It's funny, Faithful Disciple, and it's on a card that I'll offer this trade. It's on a card that is alchemy only. Again, putting anything in my graveyard seems fine. I get a token out of this. Yeah, they fire up the manland trade, but just getting Lurrus value would be nice. Slowly. But they do not eat it. To be fair, I did kind of forget they could fire this up till he moused over it, but they didn't do it. Because there's a good chance I don't have anything to do next turn. Which is fine, as long as our opponent doesn't have anything to do next turn. This has Summoning Sickness, so it is not doing anything. Our opponent gave us something to do this turn, while at the same time triggering Blood Artist, which is kind of interesting. Because we can just recast Bounty Hunter. Okay, make a 0/4. Yeet. Scry 1. No more Tithe Taker attacks, though. I will swing with Faithful Disciple, because when that dies, good things happen. Oh no, we get no good things. Alright, cast Riz again. Do it. Oh, okay. Can still cast Riz. Which I will kill Riz, not Shasani. I'll kill Riz. Or is it Rise? I think it's Riz. Rizzy boy. Fortunately, there's no Agent of Treachery, so they can't. I can't stumble into that, destroying my soul. Yeah, we're gonna kill this because that's more of a problem, in my opinion. All your creatures getting +1/+1 is whatever if the board is gummed up. Yep, just get Bounty Hunter. So can I flip Legion's Landing? And if so, is it a good idea to even do it? Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. Because then I can swing with the actual token. Yeah. Again, I kind of want this to die. Oh no. Rip. If they ever find Craterhoof Behemoth, I guess we're just dead. I mean, they do have the mana at this point. Fortunately, no mana sinks, so this is pretty good for us. Oh, come on! Come on! Ugh, dude. Ugh. Am I dead? 9? Is it 20? 28? plus 18 is 30. 38 plus 8 is 46. 56, 59. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Oh, of course, you know. Yep. Only card in their entire deck that just kills us out of nowhere and just, oh, there it is. Oh. That is quite disappointing. I don't think there's a single thing I could have done about that either. I think there's nothing in my deck that would have stopped that. So you could argue it was inevitable, as there is just no answer to that, and it's going to happen eventually. It's just unfortunate it happened so quickly. Like, of course, they just add it. Okay, triple black mana does not seem very good. Although this commander seems like I have plenty of time. If I dump my hand early, this commander doesn't do anything at all. But I can't when I can't cast it, so. Alright, this is a little bit better. We do have a sketchy card. Like, if I can't discard this or get it in play in time, and they get it, I pretty much lose, so let's try to avoid that. This is from anywhere? Permanent discards a permanent. Okay. So it's not like milling. I have a turn 1 Legion's Landing. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this card. For 4 mana, you can recur it over and over, and it is a pretty cool removal spell. You do need kind of a board presence to do the Coven part, but it is cool that Lurrus can recur this over and over. I think that's kind of neat. Just exile creatures. The last time I played against this, they actually did the Lantern, and then they just lost because I paid life like 4 times or 5 times, and that was it. Let's see here. We're gonna start with Myria. I think we're gonna cast Lurrus on curve. We milled 2 lands. I guess that's actually not a bad thing. No, we might just Forsaken Sanctuary because we really want to get Broodmoth out of hand. Unless our opponent just makes us discard it, then I don't really got to worry about it. Alright, just don't Dark Ritual me. Discards 2 cards. Okay. Fine and fine. Milled Village Rites. Certainly would have liked that. Alright, we drew an untapped land, so we can do double untap. And I'm not going to respect Lurrus living or dying. I'm just going to cast him. Alright, anything but Languish. Literally anything but... Okay, cool. So we got to get this out of hand. And I'm going to swing with these 2, see what happens. They can't really block either of them. So this is pretty favorable. This does have lifelink, though, and that's kind of a problem. I do need... Oh, wow, really? Wow, okay. I'm certainly gonna not care about that. Because we did not... Yeah, we're just gonna do what I was talking about. Oh my god, we can. Look at that, that's crazy. We can actually just start doing this. Wait, does this not work how I think it does? Oh, no, it does. Okay. Play this and swing with you. Okay. Yeah, it is sacrifice. So until the Mire dies, I don't have access to this, but they can't activate it because it's obviously white mana. Alright, Grim Tutor is pretty scary. It means they get the best card out of their deck. Don't know what it could be. Probably like a Thoughtseize or something? No. Drill Bit, or whatever that weird one is. I don't know the name of it. Do we have anything to reanimate? We do not. I think I'm going to lead with an all-out swing other than the token. Is it can't attack and block? It just has Defender. Okay. So I guess I will swing with the token. I'd like to flip this Legion's Landing. And I don't really care about the token. And they can't trade with Lurrus, obviously. Okay. I think this is totally fine. Decline. It comes back with flying or whatever. Play this. Play this. Now, if they did make me discard this land specifically, there would be a problem. 2 creatures. Okay, I got none. Hopefully this is the I discard 2, you draw equal to the amount I couldn't discard card. I don't know what else you foretell in black. There's a removal spell, but it's not really doing anything. It's a removal spell. Okay, they got the removal spell, sure. Can't reanimate that one. If that's what you're scrying for, I mean tutoring for, I think we're not upset. Sacrifices a creature. Now, I don't really agree with this, because Mire is right there. I get my enchantment back. I mean, they get the Mire, but okay. They build 2 lands, sure. No real attacks here. Okay, I feel like I came out on top with everything that just happened. We're gonna Candletrap this now. Can I do this whenever I want? I can do it whenever I want. Okay. I do not have a 2-power creature in play, so I actually can't do it right now. I will offer the trade with this because I would like to draft. Really? Wow. Wow. Okay. Wait. What? Oh. See, I don't read my cards. If that's right. Yeah, I don't read my cards. I'm sorry. It literally doesn't matter. I mean, they're not swinging with this anyways. Okay, so I can sacrifice a token here, so they do not get this witch, which would be kind of a problem. So let's not do that. Because then I actually don't get it myself. This is a strange attack, because now I have something to recur with Lurrus. This seems like a mistake. Yeah, that I don't think that made sense. In fact, you just gave me the 2 mana card, the 2 power I needed to activate my thing. Seemed like a bit of a mistake there. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Okay. They get it back this time again. They can put it on Lurrus finally. Yeah, they should have done that first, but sure. Not super relevant, but... Alright, we're going to reanimate... Wellstrider? That doesn't make any sense, does it? We're just going to not do anything, actually. We're going to play this and swing. That's fine. Alright, opponent's at 9, and I feel like so far my opponent really hasn't done much. I guess I was going to lose this, so I might as well have cast it. I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. Reanimating a 3-mana Spectre doesn't seem great. Reanimating Wellstrider doesn't even seem great, because anything I sacrifice, they just get. So I don't even want to sacrifice my own creatures. Okay. Each player sacrifices a creature, planeswalker. Alright, we got the Witch here. Draft something spicy. I guess. I mean, yeah, whenever they play your creature, they lose life. I mean, it harasses them a little, but it's not super relevant. Lurrus. Of these, I think I want Wellstrider just because it's a 5/4. No, let's actually just pseudo draw card. No. Let's play this so I can always make a token. Because I like having a perpetual board state. I like that. And then they reanimate. Who cares? They can even reanimate Wellstrider. It doesn't do anything. All right, they got my. They actually got my Broodmoth. Okay, so they lose a life. This doesn't really do much for them, though, because I don't have a lot of removal, so I don't care about their own board. And obviously, them casting their own commander here, it feels like they're falling way behind. They can also just do nothing. Okay. Oh, that's a good, very good card to lead with here. Cruel Reality? What the? Okay, well, we don't want to lose from that, so let's deal with that. They're almost dead. I think they have to block this. Right, 1, 2. Not quite. Okay. I think it kind of makes sense to... Yeah, I think that makes sense. No reason to sacrifice it. Kind of a waste of time there. They're at 2. We can leave up another token. This giving Lurrus Indestructible is kind of nice, but not super relevant. We're just going to Thraben Inspector and not crack the clue. Threaten another token. Opponent has to draw out of this immediately. Well, I don't think that does it. With or without the curse, I don't think that would have done it. It's funny, they can't even swing with the Broodmoth, because Broodmoth is a reason Lurrus has flying, and he, like, prevents damage that would be dealt to the... Like, it's just weird. 2 enchanted creature, right? Prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. Okay, so it actually would die in the exchange there. Yeah, that was a weird game. I don't know. Probably a horrible matchup for them, especially if I just never sacrifice things, because my hand gets empty pretty fast as the deck is super cheap, and then I just sort of play out of the graveyard. So they don't really get to do much. They did have the reanimate every card in the game card, but I mean, we took it and they were kind of far from casting it. I actually don't even think it would have done anything. They would have gotten a few creatures in play and gummed up the board, but they're not really advancing. Like, they're not... There's no avenue to close the game out or really turn the corner. Like, me making a 1/1 every turn was still a problem for them. Yeah, it was cool. I got to use Candletrap. Unfortunate that our opponent... I was playing against, like, the one commander that steals it. That's kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, I would have had this every turn. Like, think about that. If it wasn't for their commander, I would have been able to spam this. And they wouldn't have had the Broodmoth sitting there, because I would have been able to do this and all that. I like the indestructible effects for Lurrus. I like the Thraben Inspector Professor kind of loot thing going on. I like the spellbook draft cards, even though the cards you get aren't usually super strong. There's like, you know, 1 to 3 from each of them that's decent. We never got Cauldron Familiar Oven, unfortunately, but oh well. No cat oven. What else do we like? I like Pilfering Imp, recurring discard, pretty cool. It's kind of similar to recurring removal with the Candletrap. The tutors are nice. Woestrider, didn't really get to see it do anything, but you know, okay. We're not playing Bastion of Remembrance, which is just the Blood Artist, but it's an enchantment instead of a creature. It's a 3-mana enchantment. You could certainly try it. I don't know. I think just the creature versions are good enough. This and Celebrant, even Corpse Knight, kind of similar. We didn't get to see Silencer. I would have liked to see this. Like, when it dies, maybe I can name something else when I recast it. Never got to cast Dawn. I like Erebos. I like that. It's just basically another Midnight Reaper, except you can sacrifice them whenever you choose, and potentially kill your opponent's creatures. Not super likely to ever happen. Luminarch Aspirant is weird. I don't think slowly building up the size of one of my creatures is how I win the game, but Lurrus does have lifelink, and that could matter. So you could maybe pull that off. The only reason you could get away with this, the only way, is if you had recurring protection for Lurrus. So it's kind of like a 3-card thing going on. Otherwise, this is not incurring a lot of value. In fact, I don't even like it that much. I kind of prefer Thalia. I don't think I own Thalia. We don't have a lot of things that we get taxed on our own Thalia. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Thalia in this format. Taxing someone by 1 is not really that great when there's cards like Brawl in Vadrik in the format, or Keenan, who doesn't care at all about your taxing, your mana tithe. Just seems a little weak. Not really how you're winning the game. We can think of something else to put in though. I do like the Mirror Shield though. It's basically the format's equivalent of Lightning Greaves. Is this Mirror Shield, which is cool. I like it. Obviously Lightning Greaves is better, but you get what you get. So yeah, if you, for any commander, if you feel like it's dying, just boop, Mirror Shield. Just toss that in there. Maybe it'll die sometimes a little bit less. I saw a Life Gang version that's like a black-white deck. I'm not even sure it was Lurrus actually, but could probably do that with Speaker of the Heavens and a Johnny's Pridemate. Maybe there's something there. I'd say it's way too different from what we're doing though. Broadback is cool. Broadback is cool. But again, it's more just Lurrus triggers. And you don't really care to have spells that do Lurrus triggers when Lurrus is doing it for you. If there was like an O-ring glass casket effect that brought itself to the graveyard, I'd be very happy that I could keep recurring. Like the bounty hunter. Bounty agent, whatever. I had Hero of Precinct 1 in here for a second, and then I realized I don't really have any multicolored cards in my deck, so it's just like a 2/2. Pacifism's alright. Because when the creature inevitably dies, you can, I don't know. I need a card, need a card. There's the D&D Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you get to naturalize, gain life, and something else. I don't know the third one. Might not own it. Gear Hulk. Oh man, imagine Gear Hulk costs 2 mana for Lurrus. Well, that'd be a problem though. Can't have that. Could do this. It's basically another rat, right? Burglar Rat or Elder Fane Disciple. Same effect. It's just another one. This is a land and another protection spell. Not terrible. We're already running one of those. That is also a land and or protection spell in the form of Sejiri Shelter. Charming Prince doesn't really do anything. I don't have enter the battlefield effects. Not really. Not really. Just like a 2-minute 2/2. Sometimes I gain life. Faceless Agent. That would be so nice, but it costs 3 mana. I'm not running any mana rocks. I feel like when the deck stops at basically 2 mana, you don't really need to ramp at all. You'd rather ramp spells just be 2 mana creatures in that case. Huh. Perpetual Lifelink. Oh, it has to be from here. Ah, here it is. Dawnbringer Cleric. Exile something from a graveyard. It's a little bit of graveyard hate. Naturalize and gaining life. I think the naturalize effect is pretty decent. I wish it had artifacts on it instead. But enchantments are decent. There's some enchantments you would like to blow up over and over. You know? Scythus in particular. It's pretty good against Scythus. Because your opponent doesn't want this to die. but they don't really kill your creatures. You'll probably just have this in play against Scythus for a long time, and they don't really care, because unless you're putting it in your own graveyard, it's not really going there on its own. Actually, with that being said, I probably should run the sacrifice spells, because I'm only running Village Rites. I'm not running... Oh, I guess I'm running Priest as well. But there's like the instant speed ones that I'm not running here. Where are you? Yeah, Deadly Dispute and Costly Plunder. Yeah, there it is, right there. Surprised I remember the name of that one. I think those should probably be in here. I kind of want both, just to draw cards and get my own creatures dead. Seasoned Hollowblade is weird. Putting your own creatures in your graveyard is kind of nice, but I'd kind of rather it be a stronger card itself. I could drop Soul Guide Lantern. Attacking my opponent's graveyards has not seemed particularly strong, really, ever. Even against graveyard decks, attacking your opponent's graveyard sometimes it just doesn't do anything. So I just like the idea of it being a recurring thing, and having one card that does attack the graveyards that I could at least tutor for seems alright. I like Militia Captain. I guess Legion's Landing isn't particularly strong, even though I've seen it like every game. Maze Mind Tome I like because you can recast it. Oh, I guess I could just drop this, Corpse Knight. I don't know. I'm sure someone just instantly knows what they would drop, but I could shave a land because I am pretty land heavy. 37 plus a few flip lands. You know my philosophy on lands, so yeah, let's just drop one land. I think that is totally fine, just for like Costly Plunder. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll leave it like that. I really like this deck a lot. Like a lot. I'm surprised I have not played against the Lurrus deck yet. It's very cool. There's certainly multiple ways to play them. You could do more of a hate bears thing. Maybe not. There's not too many of those in historic, but you could certainly do the life link black white cleric a Johnny Pridemate thing, and you could do that. You could do way more removal with maybe some kind of weird gotcha combo or something like that. More of a controlling thing where you're just getting super greedy value creatures and not just a bunch of things to slowly beat your opponent to death with. But, you know, this is good. I like this. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, till next time. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah. All right. See you. It was fun. It's fun.